Oh, you're dirty. Hold on. Hello! It's me again with really dirty hair. I need to take a shower really badly. Put on a lot of blue makeup in the hopes of distracting from this. Today, I wanted to sit down, and ramble about some ideas that I've been thinking about recently. Talk about the fair. The state fair is coming up really soon. Next Friday soon. I want to talk about my sad experience at my favorite art store. Let's start with the fair thing first. Last year there was not the fair, but this year they've decided to have the fair. And because it was kind of like a shit show and no one really knew like what was going on and dates were confused and people weren't even sure that there was going to be a fair, they've extended the window for artists and everyone else to submit something to the fair. And so, looking through this lovely paper of everything, it says that you can put in up to 3 different things, specifically in the fine art section. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. I can't decide, well, first of all, I can't decide if I want to enter in as amateur or professional, because amateur is free. Professional is $4 per item. So if I was to enter in 3 things, that would be $12. I can do math when I try. And I was going to use, if you go onto my website, you'll see these images. The website's down in the description. I got some drawings that I've done here that I'm going to enter in as 3 different classes. So I won't get in trouble. So I only have 1 entry per class. So what I did, doodly-doo-doo-doo, is I went to Michael's and I picked up some frames. I actually picked up a 4th frame. It's like right here on my stand. Frames! I thought I would talk to you about the fair and frames and the sad story of my favorite art shop, which has been my favorite art shop for like 15 years. It's really great. It's like a wholesale art shop. I won't tell you the name because I don't want to dox myself, but let's talk about the fair first. So you're allowed to enter up to 3 things. Plastic! Hurrah! Oh! Look how cool these pop off of the back. Look at it. Twist it. Haha! Clever! Yeah, that's so clever. So I decided to enter in these 3 pieces. I wanted to enter in another piece. I'll pop it up here. It's called the Siren. But she is in another competition at the local library for a comic contest. So unfortunately she is out of commission right now. She would have been a fine introduction. Let's get a little low in here. Not that low. Whatcha? Okay, so yeah, I would have liked to have entered her, but she's on loan somewhere else. And oh, this is actually glass. Dang. Kind of said that they wanted people to use plexiglass. I've already bought the frames. It's gonna be glass. Yeah, I bought these frames at Michael's. I didn't think that they were gonna have the exact size I needed, the 9x12, because when you go online, it doesn't advertise or it doesn't show. And yeah, there we go. It doesn't show that they have 9x12 frames because it's kind of like, it's between 2 different sizes that are really popular, the 8.5x11 and then the 11x14. Kind of like a weird mid-size. I'm pretty happy that I found these 4 frames. When I did buy them, I had the idea in my head before we went to the store that I was gonna have to buy 11x14 frames and then have them sit on a background. So I did buy two giant sheets of black paper, thinking that these could be the backdrops for them. And then went to the frame department, found the exact size I needed, did not put back, gosh, this is everywhere. Did not put back the black paper that I didn't need. So now I just have 2 giant pieces of black paper. Maybe I'll do something with them. I don't know, but hanging out here, and that's my bad. Luckily, they were only 99 cents each, so they're not good black paper, but they're black paper. Maybe I could do a drawing on them. I'm not sure. We'll get into that because drawing mixes in with the other story that I wanted to talk about with this art store. Where's the record button? Is it going? Oh, that's embarrassing. First, what we're gonna do is we are going to take the drawing and oh, those frames are plastic and bendy. How fun. Well, they were only $9, so can't expect too much. The colored pencils that I use are Prismacolor pencils, and they are a wax pencil. So you get fantastic color, but you also get a wax layer that after you've used the pencil on, it like separates from the paper and you have to wipe it off. So we're just gonna take our little whatever rag. I like to use one of those microfiber rags. And we're just gonna wipe all that excess wax off. Hell yeah. Oh, man, this frame is so cheap. Got the glass out. I am just going to give both sides a quick wash. Top. Be careful of the sharp corners because this is not plastic like they said that it should be. I really hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. It might. Buff it out. Buff, 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 buff. And then I have this fun little thing. Woo! I've had this for maybe 10 years. Maybe. I was a freshman in college and I had a roommate that was very intent on things being clean when it was not in her room. Her room was such a mess. But she was like very weird about dust. So she had all like these dusting things, and she moved out 2 days before move out day was, and she just left a whole bunch of stuff just there. And this fun little guy was one of the things that she left behind, and I love it, and I've used it for years. So thanks, roommate. This is also a roommate that was a little intense. I would say intense. She was an ultra vegan. I'm still not sure what ultra vegan means. All I know is that she would eat moldy food, and she would get sick a lot because she ate moldy food. She was also a roommate that would get very drunk, and I would find her many times passed out in the bathtub. I still don't know what that's about. Other than that, she was pretty cool. She had a boyfriend at a university nearby, so she was mostly there. So I had like a 4-day weekend from her. I honestly don't know how she was able to do any of her artwork or classwork because she was always gone. I don't know. Let's put it on the inside. Let's do that. Oh man, this is dirty too. Can't put this. Crappy frame. Because this floor is dirty. I need to vacuum. I'll get to it. Back when I made that dream catcher, I kind of left a lot of twigs on the ground. So every once in a while I'll walk around in here and I'll get a twig on my foot and it hurts a lot. That's just a little behind the scenes for ya. Here we go. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. It is glass, but I have to do it this way. Sorry, it's not the what are those? Are those from this side? Are those fingerprints? Oh, they're on the other side. Back in. Please fit. Please fit. This is a really bad frame. There we go. All right, we are in. Perfect. And now this thing, the piece of paper that came with it, most people would usually toss it away. I don't. I like to put it in with the actual drawing. See, we had the glass, then we had the drawing, then we had this thing. And I like to put that in there just as like an extra buffer between the artwork and the crappy backs of these. Go, snap right in. Excellent, excellent. Okay, and voila. Might as well clean the front of the frame while we're at it, because why not? Yeah, I really hope they don't make a big stink about it being glass, because I have no desire to try to find a 9x12 frame that isn't glass, because those are the only kind that I could find. Hopefully there won't be a big stink. And there we go. And on the back, they want us to put little tags. So this one specifically is called Thunderstorm. I'm gonna attach it back here. I don't know with what. I didn't think that far ahead. Fuck. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to use tape because I can't think of any other way to make this work. I could use double-sided tape, but I'm afraid it would just like flake off. Let me grab some tape here. Sick. All right. This tape, so infuriating. So the tape that's inside this dispenser right now is a refill, but for some reason it won't tear nice in the stupid little holder. I don't know why it is this way. It just is really annoying. So not helpful at all. Good enough. Another one on the other side. Oh, did it get hair in it? Yuck. That does not look good to have hair in your tape. No, gross. I think maybe just 2 sides will be good. I don't know. I'm gonna pretend that it's going into the army. So we're gonna put tape all the way around it, even though it's a bit overkill. I expect whoever it is that are putting these up, if it goes up at all, to just throw it across the showroom. I don't expect them to be kind to it at all. Don't want this information to get lost because it's probably the only way that they will ever get it back to me. I'm not dissing their ability to organize. I'm just saying there's a lot of people, a lot of stuff I've experienced in the past losing artwork. If you're gonna put your artwork somewhere, just make sure on the back you have your name and your phone number, maybe your email address. In this case, they wanted a name, a house address, and then what medium it is. And then I just decided to put in the name of the piece itself. You can kind of see it's my name, the name of the piece. Oh, shit. I'll block out where I live and then just, maybe I'll cut that out. Anyways, so this guy is done. Hooray, hey. And now we have number 2. Plastic. I hate you. Whatever this is, I also hate you. Why are you there? Who knows? Come on, you little bitch. Up. Down. I'm sorry that this video is not very funny. This is just kind of like how I present my artwork, getting it ready to show. I'm cleaning the back of the glass now. I'm not going to take it out of the frame like I did the first one because I don't want to. Fine enough like this. Sick. Let's do this one next. Wiping off any excess wax. This is actually the final piece of the Misty Cliffs that I have been drawing. So I will not be showing you what this one looks like, and I will not be showing you a picture on the outside because it's supposed to be a secret, so it's gonna stay a secret. I mean, you can go to my website and totally see what this looks like, but I'm not gonna ruin the fun. Back on, twist these little thingaroos. I'm so glad that I was able to find frames that just were the right, you son of a bitch, work. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm so glad that I found frames that fit the piece. It makes it so much easier. Because otherwise you have to put a backing on, choose what color that is, you gotta cut it to size, like center the piece in the middle of it. It takes a lot of time. It looks very fancy when you're done, but I'm not a fancy kind of person. Whatever works is gonna work, and it's gonna be great, and there should be no problem with that. Oh yeah, I was also going to talk about with this roommate, this really weird roommate that left me this wonderful thing. The very first day that my mom and my sister had left, and I was finally alone in the dorm room all by myself, had never lived outside of home. It was pretty scary. This intense roommate moved in during the night. Come on, you. Thank you. This is why I grow thumbnails. I win. No. What? No! She moved in. It was later at night. I was inside my dorm room waiting for the third roommate because we were going to share a room that had the 2 beds in it. And the intense roommate got to have her own room, which is fine because, like I said, she was intense. And I was waiting and I was standing by the closet, and all of a sudden this kaiju house centipede just creeps around my side of the closet where my clothes were and is crawling along the back of the closet. And when I say kaiju house centipede, I mean kaiju house centipede. The little bugger was 3 inches in diameter because they have all these legs and all this things, and it was at least least 5 inches long. This was a monster. As somebody who lives in a state that does not have house centipedes, I don't know if I've ever screamed that out loud before, because I didn't know that I could make such a loud sound, but I can make really loud sounds apparently. So I'm screaming my head off, and my really intense roommate comes in, and she sees it, and she exclaims, "Oh, how cute!" What? Excuse me? So she runs back into her room, and she comes out with a bottle. Looks like a Prego or ragu sauce bottle that was empty. And she tiptoes up to this monster, and she gently puts it along the side, and it crawls into the jar, and she quickly swoops it, and she slams the top on, and she twists it. And the top had holes in it for air, so I don't know what on earth she was holding in there previously, but she was prepared for something live to fit in that kind of bottle. I can't even explain just the amount of terror that was just shooting through my system after seeing that 5-inch long house centipede. I will not be putting up a picture because I do not want to be looking for a picture online. You can do that. You have fingers, you have brains, and I never want to see another picture of one of those things again. Thank you, because they were rampant in the state that I lived in. I had to deal with them for all 8 years that I lived in Minnesota. Yuck. And she took it back to her room, and then I never saw it ever again. I don't know if she kept it. I don't know if she let it free. I don't know if she took it back and forth between her, like between our dorm and her boyfriend's dorm. I have no idea what happened to this thing. I never saw it again, and I never went into her room, and
yuck.
And look at that, we got this one all framed too. Eek! That's exciting. And they all look super nice. Waha! I think I have to put, where is it? There it is. I think I gotta put some sort of hanging thing on it. I can't use a specific type of hanger.
All artwork must be ready to hang with suitable picture wire hanger and firmly attached screw eyes. Soft hangers cannot be accepted due to the hanging process. Please no string, yarn, thin wire, tape, or glue.
Makes sense.
Suitable picture wire hanger and firmly attached screw eyes.
Do I have firmly attached screw eyes? I know that back of 2 of these don't have any way of hanging, and the 3rd one has a sawtooth hanger on it, because of course it does. Well, shit. I guess I'll be looking for some screw eyes. I don't know. Dang it. Oh, and I forgot to put the little cards on the backs of my things. Let's do that. Yeah, she was a really weird roommate. I never kept contact with her after that school year, and I don't regret that. To be completely honest, she was something else, for sure. Did I spell my name right? I did. Sometimes I look down at my name and I look at it and I think to myself, that's not how I spell my name. This is a problem I've had since 1st grade. Then I look at it a little bit more and then I double check it like twice. And it's like, oh, no, it is right. It's just a weird last name. And that's why it always looks wrong. Or 2 is done. Now for number 3. Well, I've talked a lot in this video about almost nothing except for, damn it, hair, get away! It doesn't help that I have shag carpet. Nothing helps that I have shag carpet. But I've been talking for a rather long time, too long maybe, about this framing thing that's going on here. And I never even got into my grievance about my art store. So this video is kind of happening between 2 videos. So I guess I will save my grievance for a voiceover for another video. Ooga booga, gotta get closer to you guys. Hello. Oh. Hello, welcome to my disaster of a hairstyle today. Are my eyes distracting enough? Thank you for joining me on this framing episode? Video? Yeah, well, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna figure out how the hell I'm going to put eye screws and picture wire onto the back of this. I probably am gonna have to look up a YouTube video about how to do that because I'm not 100% sure where the eye holes go. You'd think I would know because I went to art school, but I don't. Maybe they covered it. I wasn't there or I wasn't listening. Probably both. I'm gonna sign out now. See you all later. Thank you for joining me. I got a lot of fucking plastic everywhere. There's just too much plastic. Everywhere is just too much plastic. disgusting. I'm gonna go before I just keep rambling in hopes of saying something funny.